Maybe you've been affected by that stuff, maybe you haven't. But maybe one thing you do is turn to some music that you like. You know, there are songs, aren't there, of certain eras that almost represent the era. And Ultravox, I think you might well put in that category.
We did the thing again this morning where we were, well, not Charlie, but some of us singing the old songs and listening to the songs of Midge Ure.
Yes.
He co-wrote one of the most successful Christmas songs of all time, Do They Know It's Christmas? And then there were loads others. If you're a fan, you're in luck, because Midge is going on a UK tour. He's going to join us and talk to us. Here are some of his best hits.
Here at the top of the pop studio, the one and only Midge Ure!
Midge, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do we like looking back at that stuff?
Minus 10. It's always horrific, isn't it? It's that thing when you get a new passport and you have to get a photograph done. You think, oh, I look dreadful, but your old passport, you think, if only I looked like that now. But when you got your old passport done, you thought you looked terrible. So it's just a reminder, really.
But you live in the sure knowledge that what you did then and the songs that people remember so well are the reason why you're still here now, doing what you're doing.
Well, there was something about that period, something about that 80s period, irrespective of what genre of music you thought you belonged to, because there was a lot of different ilks of music in the 80s. It wasn't just one style. We seemed to be able to write songs, and I put that down to the fact that as we were growing up, we heard some of the greatest songwriters ever. You know, the Beatles and the Stones and the Small Faces and the Who and all of that stuff. And without actually realising it, we'd kind of, by osmosis, we'd kind of figured out how to write a good song. So that period is quite impressive, and it's stuck with people, which is great. And
I think, actually, when we interviewed them here on the sofa, lots of people from that era, when, you know, height of popularity, are still writing and are still touring, because it's sustained, hasn't it? That kind of music, or the quality, if you want to say, it's always kind of easy, I think, to say, oh, it was great in the good old days kind of thing. But the quality has sustained as well.
And of course, you have to understand, yeah, the quality's there. You know, I think to sustain a career in this industry is quite a hard thing to do. And I've been very lucky to be allowed to carry on doing this. But the creativity doesn't stop. You know, if you were a car designer, or you were heading up a company, you'd be nicked to carry on with other companies and keep designing cars and keep your. But in the music industry, you tend to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So we're in an era where artists have a longevity that was never recognised before.
Do you look at any artists now, in the modern day, and think they'll stay, they'll stick around?
Yeah, there are key artists, the ones who tend to swim upstream, against the current
against
trends.
The tide, right.
Yeah, because they're the ones who have something to offer, and if they stick with it and they're allowed to do it, they're the ones who will have longevity. They're the ones who'll be writing, movie soundtracks and creating stuff that we can't quite put our finger on yet.
As you reach more mature years, and I think you've been fairly open about
what are you trying to say, John?
Well, do you want to just in case people are looking at you thinking, oh, do you know what? He looks so well. We don't know how old Midge Ure is. Do you want to put? Is it okay to put it out there?
Of course, yeah. I was 70 last year, so we did a big concert at the Albert Hall to celebrate the the fact that I'm still standing.
And it's partly why you're going on tour now.
Exactly
But
why,
I was
yeah.
going to ask, you know, when people write about you in years to come, the music side of your career, amazing. You've had this extraordinary writing career, but you have also you've done amazing things with philanthropy and the work, you know, you've done with charities. You know, that is something that people don't know maybe so much about you. It must be really important to you.
It's important. It's not something that I planned on doing. You know, sometimes you have a career that just unfolds in front of you. It's not a map. So yeah, obviously the Band Aid and Live Aid thing, and an ambassador for Save the Children, and all of those things. But it's an important part. It all stemmed from music. You know, the whole, obviously the Band Aid thing was. I wouldn't have been involved in it had I not been so engrossed in what I was doing for myself. So yeah, it's an important part that's a legacy that I didn't see coming. It's a legacy that will be going hand in hand, hopefully, with the music. Not overshadowing the music, but, you know, hand in hand in there.
What will people hear on tour? You know, what are the songs that they're going to hear? They're going to hear all the classics?
Yeah, I think that, yeah, you've got to. You know, I think you've got to.
You would be very disappointed.
Yeah, it'd be dreadful calling it Greatest Hits Tour and not playing any. And you'd be hung, drawn and quartered if you didn't play certain songs. So you have to do that, but you have to balance that out with making sure that you're not just painting by numbers when you perform those songs. They have to be done with passion and done for
real. But you can't fiddle with them too much.
You can a bit, but yeah, I've seen artists where it's taken me 10 minutes to figure out what the song was they were actually playing. I don't fiddle with them that much.
You've got the advantage. It's that, I'm going to do it for you now. Do-do, do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what that song is.
I know, it's weird,
they?
isn't it?
Well, not necessarily when you do it that way.
I knew
think
what it
most
was.
people are confused.
Did
Yeah,
you?
most
It would have been
people are
really worrying
confused.
if Midge didn't.
He didn't. He didn't at first.
You did look a bit blank initially.
I'm sure you'll do it better on tour. When are you starting? November?
November through December, just before Christmas we finish.
Nice. Enjoy it. It's been lovely for you to make time to join us on the
It's been a
sofa.
pleasure. It's
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you very much.
Midge Ure, thank you.